Dear boomers, he or she who blames others has a long way to go on the journey. He who blames himself, herself, is halfway there, but she or he who blames no one has arrived. That is a old Chinese proverb that I found to be absolutely far out in this day and age of blame, blame, blame. I mean, you see it all the time, and you see it in politics. These politicians are constantly blaming each other. If we would just eradicate blame from our discourse, I think we'd be a lot farther along than we are at this moment. In life, we often find ourselves stuck, trapped in cycles of anger, resentment, and guilt. We point fingers at others for our own misfortunes, or worse, we turn that blame inwardly and punish ourselves. But what if true freedom lies in letting go of blame altogether? And we will explore this ancient Chinese proverb today that holds the key to emotional liberation and personal growth. Blame is a natural response when things go wrong. We blame our parents, society, politicians, the economy. And while there may be truth in these grievances, living in blame keeps us powerless. We remain victims of circumstance rather than creators of our destiny. We can talk about people who lose their businesses and blamed external forces, and they remain stuck, and he remains stuck for years. A woman who blames her partner for her own unhappiness, not realizing she is the one who holds the key to change. So if you find yourself blaming in your everyday life, pause and ask, what power am I giving away by doing this? The next stage of the journey is turning that blame inward. We think if I were smarter, stronger, or better, this would not have happened. Self blame can be deceptive. It feels like growth, but in reality, it can be just another trap. It can lead to shame and stagnation rather than progress. And then it leads to a lot of negative self-talk as you just denigrate yourself all day long. You have to develop self compassion and learn from mistakes. You adapt the mindset of learning from your mistakes, so-called mistakes. Everything is meant to bring you higher up on that scale of consciousness. There are people who, let's talk about a recovering perfectionist who realizes that self-blame was holding her back from embracing life fully. And a man who overcame addiction by shifting from self-blame to self-awareness. That is wonderful. What if instead of blaming yourself, you saw each mistake as a step towards wisdom? And then there is the final stage, blaming no one. Not others, not yourself. This is the space of acceptance, personal responsibility, which is very important, and true peace. It is not about ignoring injustice or avoiding accountability. It is about understanding that life unfolds as it must, and our power lies in how we respond. We can look at Nelson Mandela's mindset after decades of imprisonment. He became the leader of his country. He did not blame anybody. He learned from his experience in that prison. And also, there are people who forgive. The people who murdered their child and children. They are very, very evolved people. And blame can weigh you back down. What would happen if you chose to let go? You know, life is a journey. Some of us are stuck in blaming others. Some have turned inward and blamed themselves. But the true destination and the place of real freedom is when you release the blame, we we realize we are not losing power, but we're reclaiming our power. And the thing is, you can go through your day every day and realize when blame, you feel the tendency to blame, you let it go. Blame, let it go. Blame yourself, let it go. Blame somebody else, let it go. Accept what is. By accepting what is, we also are much further ahead on our journey to enlightenment. Come and look at the video that shows up here and like and subscribe.